everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Shaneria and this is Talk and Crime. Hello, if you are returning, I hope your day is going lovely. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Join the family as we continue to do these reaction videos. Let's get started on today's reaction.
Story time on how my brother girlfriend and her mama jumped my mama, put her in the hospital, and when I caught them, I did something I wasn't supposed to do, and I ended up going to jail for 8.5 years. And I'm gonna make this into 2 parts, so because I don't want to be too long. So my brother had been dating this girl for like 2 years on and off or whatever. I used to fuck with her. She was cool peoples at the time. My mom used to fuck with her mama. Like, I would really consider them like as family, but that wasn't the case. Okay. So she would come over there from time to time, hang out with my brother, right? So on this particular day, she pulled up and she came over there to chill, okay? I would say she was over there for like 5 hours. So in the midst of her being over there, my mom was like, hey, can you do my hair or whatever? She was like, yeah, I don't have a problem doing your hair. So she started doing my mama hair. So I said like an hour into her doing my mama hair, her mama pulled up to our house, banging on the door, boom, 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 boom. We opened the door, well, I opened the door. And she was like, oh, is so-and-so here? I'm like, yeah, she here. She was like, oh, bitch, you want to run away? You want to run away? Walk over there and start hitting her. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, run away? Like, what's going on? Because mind you, I said she only been there for like a total of 5 hours. It's not like she been there for weeks or days. Nothing like that. And she always come over there, which is not outside the norm. So she was like, yeah, she done ran away from the house, X, Y, and Z, this, that, and third. Mom was like, oh, that's crazy. We had no idea, you know. She was like, yeah, you know, whatever she was saying. So she ended up leaving. After she had a conversation with my mom or whatever, she ended up leaving. They was gone for maybe like, I say, like 5 minutes. Then the mama come back to the house. She come back to our house and she was like, oh, she was doing your hair. Are you going to pay her? This what the mama is asking my mama, like, are you gonna pay her for doing your hair? Mama said, she didn't finish my hair, so I'm not paying her. So they was going back and forth about that payment arrangement and stuff like that. Mama was like, well, okay, well, since, you know, she didn't finish my hair, I'm gonna pay her what I think she deserves. So mama ended up giving her the money. The mama was like, that's fucked up, and had an attitude, whatever, and that's where the beef started. So like I said, that's when the beef originally started. This is what I'm assuming, and this is what I'm putting together, because before then, it was never a problem with us, never an issue with us. Like, it was always good blood, good energy, all the shit. Boom. So, I don't know how much time went by, but it wasn't that much time that went by. Mama's birthday was, you know, it was her birthday. She was out on town doing her own little thing, hanging out, whatever, and she ended up running into them. Now, what transpired at that moment, I really don't know. I can't say. All I know is they got into a fight, they jumped my mama, put her in the hospital, and I get a phone call from the hospital asking me to come pick my mama up. So of course I'm oblivious, I don't know what's going on, so I rush to the hospital or whatever. I get there, black eyes, busted lip, chipped tooth, nose fracture.
Wait a minute. There's no way they thought that they was going to jump this woman and her children wouldn't feel no type of way. Are you serious? Are you cool? We all gonna go and file mama. Who? You jumped who? All right, let's do this. You want to play this game? Because first of all, her daughter should have spoke up about that hair, that money. Like, she should have set that in stone when she started. But furthermore, you come snatching your daughter up out of a fucking house and she doing my motherfucking hair. You think she's supposed to get the whole thing? No, ma'am, it's not gonna work like that. Oh no. Let's continue.
Just fuck, mama was fucked up, okay? She was fucked. I'm like, what happened? Like, who did this to you? Like, what's going on? And she was like, and she said the names, like, so-and-so and so-and-so. I'm like, what? Went red, baby. When I tell y'all, I was so motherfucking livid, okay? Because that's my mama, and I don't play about her. I do not play about my mama. So, boom. Some detectives came into the hospital room, whatever, for releasing her, and they asked my mama, said, we want to know what happened to you, who did this to you, you know, XYZ. Mama was like, I don't know what happened to me, I don't know who did this to me, whatever. She was like, and it's fine, like, I just want to let it go because I don't know what happened. Are y'all feeling me? She did not say who did that to her, even though she just told me who did it to her. So boom, I get mama, whatever, we go to the house, I drop her off. When I tell y'all, I went right around town, because mind you, I knew everywhere. I knew where they lived at. I knew where the grandma lived at. I knew all the spots they would be at, because like I said, I used to fuck with them. So boom, I go riding around with the yapper on me, turn them niggas into hobbaloni. I think God was with me for a reason, because I could not find them. No one knew where they were at. Like it was just so crazy, because yeah, I was ready, and I'm so glad and I'm so thankful that shit didn't play out like that. Boom. And like I said, I don't want to make it too long, so I'm gonna do a part 2, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all what transpired, and then how I ended up going to prison for 8.5 years. Okay, so this is part 2 of my brother's girlfriend, her mama jumping my mama, putting her in the hospital, and when I caught them, I did something I wasn't supposed to do, and I ended up going to jail for 8.5 years. Okay, so I left off with the part where I said I was riding around town looking for them. I didn't find them, and that was that. Okay, well, some time had went by, right? I would say like 2 months had went by. So, of course, my emotions for that situation wasn't the same as it was that day. That makes sense. So, what I'm saying is basically my feelings kind of like dwindled, but I wasn't over the fact that I still want to get them bitches. So, really, I was angry, but I wasn't as angry as if it happened that same day. That's what I want to say. So anyway, so now it's the 4th of July. My mama, me, and my daughter, she was young, we were out shopping, out doing some last minute shopping on the 4th of July. Boom. So as we out shopping, mom was like, she's like, I got a bad feeling. I was like, what? She was like, I got a feeling we gonna see them. And I'm telling you,
you gotta listen to your mama intuition. But at that point, you didn't care like if y'all seen them or not. But your mama was trying to keep you out of trouble because she know her daughter. But yeah, when it come to the mama's got to understand, when it comes to the mama, what piece, what?
And I'm telling you, mama said that, and I didn't take heed to that. I just was like, I'm like, yeah, we see us, it's up. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we see the bitches, it's gonna go up. Like, period, point blank. Like, I want to see them. I was like, I want to see them. Like, I don't give a fuck. So I'm still shopping, hee ha, enjoying my day, going to the nail shop, doing this, doing that. So, now we're preparing to leave the shopping center. We were in Compton when this happened. I don't know if it's like in the news. It's probably not in the news, but this happened in Compton or whatever. So boom, we get ready to leave. So as we getting ready to leave, mama said it again. She was like, let's go. I said, I want to go to this last store to go get these sandals I saw, right? I saw some cute sandals I was passing by, and I doubled back. And when I doubled back, whatever, mom was like, why you gotta get them? Just go somewhere else. I'm ready to leave from this area. I'm like, no, mom, I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna go over there and grab these sandals. And so we driving over there. So we're driving over there to go to the store, go get these sandals, right? So as I'm in the parking lot, I was in this car of this older dude. I don't even talk about that, but I was driving this truck or whatever, and I'm in the parking lot, and I see a group of pedestrians about trying to cross the parking lot of the shopping center. So I was gonna speed past them so I can just hurry up and get the fuck out of here, but I'm like, no, let me let them pass by or whatever. So me being a good Samaritan I stopped and let them pass by. So when I stopped and let them pass by, guess who I seen, y'all? I saw them bitches, and they looked up in the truck. I'm driving the truck. They looked in the truck, and then they saw me. My right hand to God, they took off running. And what happened after that, I can't really say, but just know that I did something that I cannot take back. That I kind of wish I wouldn't have did that for real. Like, I think it was kind of like low-key extreme. Should I have fought them? Yeah, I probably should have. Was I not thinking? No, I was not thinking. So I did that or whatever, and then I took off. Boom. Mom was like, oh my god, why did you do that? Why you going to jail? Do y'all know what my thoughts was? I said, this is my word, I promise you. These words live with me every day when I was in prison, away from my kids, okay, doing all that time, wanting to go home, couldn't go home, all this shit. Like, I said, I don't give a fuck. For real. And in that moment, I really felt like I felt like that. I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about going to jail. And I took the fuck off. So I made a few more stops at different little stores, go get some sandals. I didn't stop my program, okay? I proceeded to do what I wanted to do. Do y'all know, before I could even get to
Wait, did she say she literally kept shopping? Now you like don't care when you continue to shop, baby, because yeah, hit and run, like bam, I'm gone. Like that's it. She went and continued shopping. She wanted them sandals so bad.
Get to, so I made a stop at a store. Sorry if I'm talking so fast. I tend to talk fast. I talk fast. I talk really, really fast. So I stopped at a store to grab some more shoes, whatever. Do y'all know, after I leave that store, I'm getting on the freeway to go home. My cousin hit me up. He like, hey, blood, like, he was like, blood, the police looking for you. The police looking for you. Yeah, that fast. They called the cops and told on me. Said where we live at, said my name, gave all my information, all the motherfucking shit. They straight told. Something that we didn't even fucking do. So now I'm on the run. I mean, I go home. I ain't gonna lie. I went home, had my day, whatever, and now I'm just like kind of like nervous or whatever, looking on my shoulder, all the shit. Like, of course, I wouldn't say I was scared because when I was young, I really didn't have a sense of direction. I really didn't care. And yeah, I had 2 kids too.
It sounded like she said, and also stuff that we didn't do, like they might have added more stuff to other than what she did. So I wouldn't like, I wouldn't even like be like, nah, I don't think they did. I believe it. They probably did add more stuff. And unfortunately, they wasn't like your mother. Like your mother took her licks, went to the hospital, didn't say their name, left it out. But baby, they were hurt. They were hurt after you did what you did.
I really didn't care. Yeah, I had 2 kids too at the time, but I still didn't care. Like I was in that mindset, of that immature mindset. But so I carried on my day or whatever. I remember the cops coming over there, showing up at the house again while I was there with her. And my grandma was like, she don't motherfucking live here. Like she was going off. My granny was going off. I ain't gonna lie, I hear her or whatever. But anyway, so they went on, whatever. And now the situation is getting so hot. As time go on, the situation is getting so fucking hot to where I had to go on the run. Of course, because I'm still like, a hothead, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to hang out at places I probably shouldn't be hanging out at and doing all this crazy wild shit. So I remember being at one of my friend's house, whatever, and I'm hanging out, and her window faced the main street, and I remember the kids were out playing, doing all that, whatever, and the detectives had pulled up, and they was going around with my picture, showing people, asking people if they knew me. Dude, do y'all know I was wanted for attempted murder? Like, no cap. I'm like, attempted murder? I didn't think it was that serious. I thought it was just gonna be for assault, deadly weapon. So come to find out, it was for attempted murder at the time or whatever. It wasn't for assault, deadly weapon, whatever. I goes on a run. I went on a run, and somebody ended up dropping my location, and the cops ended up coming to book me and stuff like that. And when they booked me or whatever, I'm thinking like, I'm in there looking at all this time. I'm like, no, I'm trying to fight it to get it dropped down, second, third. Well, they ended up dropping it down to assault, deadly weapon. Do y'all know these bitches showed up to court? And do y'all know these bitches showed up to court? Showed up to court, all the shit, right? Boom. Okay, whatever. Y'all showed up, y'all did that. And that was the beginning of my sentence, my eight. I got 9 years, 85%. I was supposed to do 7, but of course, when I went to prison, I was still fucked up in the head or whatever. I got in there, started fucking up, losing my time, getting into fights, busting out windows, doing all type of wild shit, man. It was crazy, and I lost my date, and I am doing 8.5 years. Please do not get on here commenting about my brother. My brother ended up years later going to prison and ended up passing away in prison. He died in prison. So please don't get on here talking about him. He was young at the time. I was young at the time. And I will say, I will block you. Like, period. If I see any comment about my brother, I'm blocking you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to do a quick part 3. Real quick. I promise you. Probably less than a minute. Okay? Boom.
Oh, wait. I am so sorry that you experienced losing your brother. That is sad. But baby, you ain't play about that, mama. You did not play. And unfortunately, when we are younger, we don't really think. And the worst part is you had children too. and you were young, and hot in the head and all that stuff. So I'm sorry that even your children had to experience that. And we just know that you don't play about your mother.
My brother's girlfriend. So y'all, I had to do this part 3, this quick part 3. Okay, so I always knew that the way the girl, how she was like growing up or whatever, I always knew that I would see her in prison. Mind you, I said I had 9 years with 85% in prison, right? So I knew I was bound to see her one day, and I knew she was gonna come to prison, right? I knew that it was just a matter of time before she come to prison. So I would say the last year that I was in here, right? Mind you, I'm getting ready to go to a program. I'm getting ready to transition into a program so I can get ready, for the free world. So, mind you, I've been at this prison for years. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting my time at this prison for years. Do y'all know I get called into the fucking counselor's office? I get called into the counselor's office, and they tell me, yeah, we're going to ship you to a different prison. I said, ship you to a different prison? I'm like, no, hell no. Like, what's going on? Somebody called enemies on you. Do y'all know she called enemies on me? She did not want to come to the same prison I was in because she knew. And I always said when I was in prison too, I said, if I see her in here, I'm going to get that bitch her one. Instead of doing what.
Well, why didn't they just move her since she wasn't at the prison yet? Like, why move the person that been there for years? I'm confused.
Instead of doing what I did, I should just gave her that one from the beginning. But I wasn't thinking I was a hothead, and I just gunned it. Boom. So I said to myself, I said, when I see her in prison, I'm going to beat her ass, right? So yeah, she called enemies on me. She ended up catching the case. She called enemies on me, so she wanted to come to that prison. And I ended up not getting, I ended up not getting shit. I ended up staying at that same prison, whatever. But I ended up finding out that she did call enemies. Boom. So I ended up staying, and I ended up transitioning to that program, whatever. And I'm there. So I ended up getting released, and when I got released, I had sent some pictures to my friend that was still in prison. So my friend was going around showing people my pictures or whatever, and guess who see my pictures, y'all? My brother's girlfriend. She saw the picture and she was like, oh, I know her. This is what was told to me. She's like, oh, I know her, whatever. She's in here behind me or whatever. She was like, tell her I forgive her. You forgive me? I don't need your fucking forgiveness. Like, I said, girl, tell that bitch. I said, fuck her.
Now she was trying to be fucking funny. Now, if that's the case, if you want to do all that, bitch, you should have just shut the fuck up so me and you can get that one. Now you trying to be funny. Oh, she ain't here behind me. What's so cute about that? Girl, you were doing too much to want to get her in trouble so she could be moved.
I don't give a fuck about nothing she talking about. Like, still to this day, I don't. And even if she fucking see this video and hop on here trying to say some shit, bitch, you know what it is, bitch. Straight the fuck up. Period, point blank, bitch. You your fucking mama. But yeah, talking about that she forgive me and shit like that. Girl, I said, girl, I said, tell that bitch, yeah. Girl, what? But yeah, that's the end of the fucking story, y'all. Now, I did 8.5 years in prison, and that's how I met my wife. And we've been together ever since I met her in 2015. And we've been together for almost 10 motherfucking years. So, I mean, I got a great relationship with my kids. You feel me? My son's in the military. My daughter getting ready to go to the military too. Like, everything is good. I started over. I built my life from the scratch, from the ground up, baby. And I really feel like out of that situation, like, I really feel like everything happened for a reason. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't know what my life would have been like had I not went to prison. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And now I'm here and I'm doing good, you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I am happy that her kids are doing well for themselves. I'm happy that she came out and redid her life all over again. Like, there are, it's a such thing as a second chance, and I'm glad she's getting her second chance. And for the girl in prison, girl, shut up and do your time. You didn't even have to tell nobody that she was in there because of you. Shut up, because you didn't even want to see her. So I don't even know why you even told people about it.
Mind you, I don't even want to get into the fact of how things were so difficult for me when I was in prison, like, to be honest. And I say difficult because you get to choose the life you live in prison. Like, it was like a college campus, and you get to initially choose life you live in prison based on how you want to do your time. If you want to attend programs, get on the right track, correct your behaviors and stuff like that. But me going into that, I wasn't on that. I was I got into my first gay relationship. I was with her for like 4 years, and that's when most of my problems came in initially. I was busting out windows, fighting. I got into drugs. I did this, I did that. I met my wife. She did 13 years in prison or whatever. I met her in there or whatever. And I mean, and people always say like, oh, it's easy for women in prison. Like, it's not easy.
Not mentally.
Not mentally, right?
Especially when you don't have your kids.
Right, that's true. I didn't see my kids for the first 5 years of me being there. I did 8.5 years. I didn't see my kids like 5 years later because we lived so far away. Like, it was hard for them to, travel that far for them, like, for them to bring my kids, whatever. But yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, shit was really, really crazy. And I wouldn't wish it on I wouldn't wish it on nobody, man. Like, for real. I done fought this girl. Listen, I got into this girl in my room, whatever, behind my girlfriend. And I came out the shower asshole naked, fighting. You feel me? Like, I just did so much shit, like, up in there. It was crazy, like, but shit was wild up in there, for real, for real. And
even when we got out though, for a while, it was hard to get out of that mentality.
It was.
It took forever.
It definitely was. Still with the politics, still with this, still with that. Like,
we still stuck to our goals though.
Still stuck to our goals. Facts. That's definitely facts. Because, baby, when I came home, like I said in my YouTube video, cause I do have a YouTube channel that I made like last year, and I pretty much touched topics of what I'm saying right now, whatever. But I already didn't go into like that much details. But yeah, that shit was just crazy. It was fucking crazy, like, for real. But baby, when I came home, feet to the fucking pavement, got to my J.O. motherfucking B, got my kids back, did my programs, got a place, you know what I'm saying, got me my dream car, bought a house, all the shit. So at the end of the day, like, I made a mistake, but I also made up for that mistake too.
Y'all, this is a prime example of turning your life around. Now, her experience is like many people experiences. They come out, people don't want to give them second chances, but they put their foot to the ground and they go running. They prove people wrong. They change their life around. This can happen, and it's plenty of people that are stating when they went to prison or when they went to jail, they got out and turned their life around. So the assumption that people make or create, oh, they can't change, they won't be different. Like, it's a lot of people that went, learned their lesson, and now doing better than some people that ain't never went to jail or never been in prison. This can happen, and I'm glad that she gave, what she did and how she was a hothead while she went to jail, and then turned it all around when she got out. And I'm glad that she spoke on this so other people can know, like, these people ain't always going to be bad. A lot of these people are going to get out and change for the better. Like, she's an example. So you guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel. We would love to have you over here. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.